Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, John, aka Astro Comics. I remember like April when I made those two videos where I played GTA Vice City. Well, ever since I've been playing GTA Vice City and I haven't been able to complete it. But 2 days ago, I finally completed it. Like 5 months later or something. It was a good game, I'll tell you that off the start. It was a good game, but today I'll review it and say the pros and cons of it, and does it really hold up in 2024, and should you play it if you never did like me. So Vice City was released on 29th of October 2002 for the PS2, original Xbox, and PC. It was developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. And it was a successor or sequel, prequel, whatever, to Rockstar's 2001 game GTA 3, which was a huge success. And I think it's one of the most influential open world games of all time. GTA 3 was a huge success, so obviously Rockstar followed it up. And the follow-up, it was great. Now, just a little side note, but recently I was talking with someone online and they said all GTA games are the same, but I still play them, and that is not true. Every GTA game, well, I mean, they are kind of similar in gameplay. Like, yeah, you just go around doing shit on the open world map, you know, doing crime stuff, stealing cars, but they're all still different in some way. Like, you have the gritty streets of GTA 3 and GTA 4, you have the colorful streets of Vice City and GTA Vice City. You have the huge world of San Andreas, you know. They're all different in some way. But anyways, about the story. GTA Vice City is set in 1986, and it follows Tommy Vercetti. He is a member of the Mafia in Liberty City, and he is released from prison after 15 years for killing a few people in like a place called Harvard or something in Liberty City, I think. And after being released from jail, the first thing he does is go back to working for the Mafia. And he is sent to Liberty City alongside two guys and his lawyer, Ken Rosenberg, who I really like, to this cocaine deal, drug deal. But on the way there, while they're dealing drugs, someone ambushes them. Like, a few guys ambush them with guns and kill everyone except Ken and Tommy, who escape, and Tommy gets dropped off at a hotel room. From then on, it's pretty simple stuff. You work missions for different people. All the characters are pretty charismatic. You have the real estate guy, Avery character, who has some fucking horrible missions with a little RC helicopter. You have General Cortez, who you also do some little missions where they were okay. You have Ken, who is always fucking scared and paranoid, but he also has a cocaine addiction. And the main goal is basically for you to get the back money and give it back to Sonny Forelli, your boss. On the missions, you'll encounter tons of new characters, such as Lance Vance, who, if you ever played GTA Vice City Stories, you might know him. And I fucking recommend you play Vice City Stories. I finished that with my friend, and it was a great game, but it was like very difficult. Speaking of difficulty, like most early GTA games, this game was difficult. Other GTA games definitely had their fair share of bad missions, but early GTA games, oof. You have GTA 3, I think that mission where you like have to destroy espresso machines, that was horrible. And in Vice City Stories, not Vice City Stories, but in Vice City, you also have your fair share of bad missions, such as the little helicopter mission that I was speaking of earlier. A mission where Lance is captured and you have to go save him. And his health is slowly draining down, and getting there isn't the problem. It's trying to save him. Because the fucking place where he's held up, like some kind of junkyard, is full of enemies. And like, if you get through them, it's good. But you have to drive Lance to the hospital. How do you do that? Well, you know, drive to the hospital with a car. However, there are these guys who keep ramming into you. And cars in early GT games, those explode fast. So you're bound to die a few times in that mission. My tactic is just use the garbage truck that's on the junkyard where the mission takes place. They can't destroy the shit or knock it out of the road. I'll say some side missions are also bad. Like that little mission where you have to, like, with the little planes for like the Puerto Ricans, I think, or Cuban, or Haitians, I don't know. I know there are gangs in that game, but I don't really pay attention to them all that much. I never even finished that one. Then you have the fucking Love Fist mission. Like, there's this mission for Love Fist, the band, where you basically have to drive their car, but there's a bomb in it. So while they're trying to defuse the bomb, you have to keep driving and not crash or slow down. But it's fucking horrible. And if you crash slightly or slow down, it's over. The car goes boom. Now, at the later part of the game, after you finish all the missions, there's still 2 more to the end of the story. And basically, you have to go around buying businesses around Vice City. So there's stuff like a cab company, there's stuff like a boatyard, a ice cream company. And after you buy these, you have to complete missions for them so they can start generating money. Now, that was the part that was hard to me. That's why I didn't finish the game and why it took me so long. But eventually, I found a way to get money and just bought all of them. Now, the only one that you actually need to complete missions for is Printworks. That's the only one that's really necessary. And then you have to complete 5 more assets. I recommend the Cherry Popper ice cream. That's easy. You just have to go around doing like 50, 60 ice cream deliveries. That's pretty easy. Then I would recommend Kaufman Cabs. The last mission is kind of hard, but it's not horrible. The Boatyard is fucking horrible, and I finished that one with a cheat code. If you know how to, complete it with a boat, but if not, just use the little cheat code that makes cars go on water. Get the fastest car and do it. The 4th one, I think I would recommend, the Pole Position Club. You just have to spend $300 on there. That's the easiest one. And the 5th one, our 4th one, I'll say the Sunshine Autos, where you have to complete a list of cars, like you have to deliver them. That can be pretty challenging, but if you do know where cars are, just go on the internet. It can be pretty easy, and like there's no tedious like attacking, shooting or anything. It's pretty chill. Speaking of shooting, I have a horrible left mouse button, so I was fucking having to use the left control to shoot. And it's not horrible, like when you get the M4 or like any assault rifle in general, it gets much easier. Like you just have to stand there and shoot and it one-shots everyone. But yeah, gameplay can be very hard. You know, this is early GTA, and shooting can be challenging. Enemies can kill you pretty fast, so yeah, I did get frustrated a bit. But the main thing about GTA is driving. Like it's literally in the title, Grand Theft Auto. And the driving in this game, it's nice. You know, there are a lot of cars that you can drive. There are trucks, vans, jeeps, sports cars, limousines. And while driving, you obviously have the most important part, in my opinion, the radio. GTA is known for having some great radio stations. Some of my personal favorites are Emotion, V-Rock, and probably Flash FM, just because that Michael Jackson song they play at the start of the game. I like V-Rock the most. That just speaks of my personality. But yeah, driving around, listen to maybe some talk show if you're into that, maybe some music. It's fucking amazing. Especially I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. That paired with Rainy Letter, what? Is just amazing. As for the main character, Tommy Vercetti, this might be a hot take, but I do not like him that much. Like, he's not interesting. Like, Tommy, besides being Italian and being, like, 15 years in jail, he has nothing interesting to him. Like, he himself admits that he's just a psychopath drug dealer at the end of the game. So, like, what's the fucking point, really? Like, he's not an interesting character, in my opinion. Claude is not interesting at all. Too, but at least he couldn't speak. CJ was great. Nicole Bellic was great. Vic Vance was also great. You know, all those guys have something to them. But like, what's cool about Tommy? Like, there's nothing memorable about him besides her shirt. Her shirt is amazing. As for the map of Vice City, you start at the first island. It's kind of interesting. In GTA Vice City stories, you start at the other island. So, you know, there's like a different perspective. And after a few missions, you will eventually unlock the second island. And I feel like I spent more time on that island just because there's more missions there. But both are nice, you know. On the first one, you have Ocean Beach, Washington Beach, all those places. Then on the second one, you have some more poorer areas like little Haiti, little Havana, and they're all really nice and memorable, and I can recognize them if you like show a picture to me. And the 80s aesthetics are obviously there. GTA Vice City is a product of its time, and I never grew up in the 80s. Like, I wasn't even fucking born. I wasn't born in the 90s, and definitely not the 80s. So yeah, but I still like the aesthetic of the 80s. I do like some 80s movies, and it's definitely there. So if you never experienced the 80s, go play this game or Vice City Stories. I don't know, it's really going to put you in the mood. Speaking of 80s, anybody got some good 80s action movies? If you do, make sure to tell me in the comments. And I'll watch them, maybe make a review, I don't know. And overall, that was my review of GTA Vice City. I think it holds holds up great in 2024. I think you should definitely play it right next to GTA 3 and San Andreas. I may make a review on those someday. But yeah, you should definitely go play Vice City, get it. I don't know. I'll recommend the original instead of the Definitive Edition if you can. I played Definitive Edition, but that's mostly because of my PC. But yeah, amazing game, great aesthetics, solid gameplay, some horrible missions. Amazing music. I would definitely recommend. I give it a 9 out of 10. So yeah, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click that like and subscribe button to never miss a new video. This was Astro Comics signing off. See ya.